This video is brought to you by patreon.com/worsttake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord servers, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos when you join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content like this by supporting the Patreon. Links are in the description down below. All right, today we're going to be doing a film breakdown on Dawand Jones. Let's just jump into it. This is from the first preseason game. It's not exclusively Dawand Jones, but we're going to be mainly talking about Dawand Jones in this one. I'm going to do another part to this that's going to be about not Demetric Felton, but DTR. And we're going to talk about what we saw from him in the perspective and just what we saw from the Browns in the second half of that game. But right now we're talking about the first half, mainly because Dawand Jones is going up against Bryce Huff and Jermaine Johnson. Those are worthy enough players to really get a decent look at what Dawand Jones needs to improve and what Dawand Jones already does at an NFL level. So we're about to get into that. Before we do, I want to let you guys know, if you wanted to sign up or if you did sign up for fantasy football on the Patreon, the invites have been sent out. The link is posted to the YouTube membership page. Comment below on that link. If there's too many teams and you didn't get to join, I will make another league for people to join if they do so, and we'll try to wrap that up here by the end of the week. So without further ado, let's get into it. Dawand Jones film breakdown. I thought he played well on, what was this, Thursday? So let's go back to that first play. Let's go back to this first play right here. So many plays to look at. All right. So here we're going to see Dawand. And this is one of the things that he does. He kind of struggles with, but because he's so long, he gets away with it. And then he's going to do what I call a sit and punch. So he sits, punches, and this is going to put his feet out of position. But the reason he does this and the reason he can get away with this is because he's so long. So he sits, punches. Even though Bryce Huff gets his hands off of him, Dawand just is so long that he just pushes him off of that rush lane. All right, so we've heard a lot of good from Dawand, but I do think there were some things that Dawand needs to kind of work on to get better. And I think it's fair to kind of point these things out. So right here, Dawand is going to go up against Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson, very long, very strong, right? He's one of the guys in the NFL who can actually outreach, well, not outreach, but he has comparable enough reach to where Dawand Jones's length is not just going to get him through this rep, right? Now, he has his hand kind of on the inside collar. He's able to extend Dawand Jones, and then he's going to be able to swim away from him. And he almost tips this ball. I think he actually does get a finger on it. Yeah, he does. He tips this ball here. That's a situation where, look, Dawand sometimes his feet are an afterthought because he's such a long and big person. And this is where it gets him in trouble. He doesn't get a good enough position here. He's not powerful enough, and he gets long-armed. It's going to happen in the NFL, right? His feet need to be a little bit better going forward. Okay, now this rep here, I think Dawand has significantly better feet. Look at this. Look at it. Look at the get off here, right? He's much more conscious of his feet now, right? Because his feet were the reason he got beat that last rep. So he's much more conscious. Now he's in a more powerful spot, and not only a more powerful spot, a better spot. He absorbs this little bull rush, and then boom, look at the length. Look at the length here, right? So he absorbs the bull rush, and then now he's able to outlength Jermaine Johnson and really win that rep. And Jermaine Johnson was trying. He was trying like hell. Look at this. Look at all this grabbing Jermaine Johnson is doing to try to get Dawand off him. But he's so strong, powerful, and long that he can just get him out the way and clear him. Unfortunately, there's a little mishap there with this transition between James Hudson and the guard. So there's a sack. But they ain't on Dawand. Look at Dawand jersey, all messed up. But look, better get off. Look at that get off from Dawand. Big 74 there. Look, much more ground, not too much so that he's giving himself up. Absorbs the contact, gets in there. Might be a little bit of hands to the face. So you got to be careful with his hand placement. They might call that in real game. And then just uses the length to get him off of him. But they were both holding, grabbing, tugging on each other that whole rep. Good fight, too. You love to see these big, because sometimes you see with these big dudes, they don't like to be physical. And don't nothing bug me more than a giant who don't want to be physical on the football field. That is not great. There are definitely players like that. This is a good rep by Jordan K, because first of all, what goes wrong here is both of these edge rushers, they're young. So Alex Wright and Isaiah McGuire both just completely overeager, overshoot their lane. Is that Mekhi Becton? That might be Mekhi Becton. And then that just completely opens up this rush lane, but Jordan K sees that and gets on top of it. Great rep by him. All right, this is Dawand in the run blocks. He struggles a little bit here. I don't want to say struggles. He doesn't stink or anything. He just could be a lot better than he is. So here, does a nice job getting to that second level, but he doesn't finish the block, right? You will want to see him be a little bit more physical here, because why not, right? He has all the opportunity in the world. Ball gets snapped. He gets a clean pass off. There's no reason why 44 should ever be in this play. That should be completely done off. Like David Bell does a better job sealing off his guy than Dawand Jones, and that should never be a sentence I speak. But you see Dawand just doesn't do a good job finishing that block off, and look who makes the tackle. Mr. Loose Ends, right? Again, and look who else is there, right? David Bell's guy. There's no reason that David Bell's guy, who started ahead of the play, should end up behind 44, but Dawand just didn't do a good enough job finishing that block. He has to finish in that area. You see sometimes in open space, he's not sure what to do. This one's just incredible because he just holds up a giant mass of people here at midfield. Look at 74. And look how this pile doesn't move. I want y'all to see where he is at the end of this play. He started like a good 2 yards over. That's his strength right there. This play right here, good play by Alex Wright. Shout out to him. He's having a good camp so far. All right, let's go back to Dawand. Another one where he kind of gets out there, has a nice help here. And then this is where Dawand gets in trouble. Again, look, the sitting punch. Sometimes he hurts himself here, right? Because he stops thinking about his feet. And the first thing you'll see is the whole offensive line is just he's already like 2 or 3 yards in front of the offensive line, because what happens to his feet here? He forgets about them, right? He's chopping them, but he forgot about them. And since he's so far ahead of the other offensive lineman, he basically screens himself, right? Not paying attention where his body's supposed to be. Feet not great. Does a sit and punch, and man, that punch is fine. No. He punched way too early. That's another thing, right? Punch too early. So you want your punch to connect here when you're still powerful, right? If your punch connects here, all of a sudden, butt out, knees back, body forward. Any football coach will tell you when you're in that position, you're not powerful. If you're not powerful, you're not blocking. So he's no longer powerful. He lost all of his leverage. And the reason, look how easy it is for him to tip over in this position. All Bryce Huff has to do is slap them hands away and then just give him a nice little push away, and boom, off balance. It's a moment of improvement for him that he can look at. Another one right here. I don't know if this is a moment of improvement. I think this is a similar situation where he does get a block, but look how much better he is with the feet this time, right? He's staying with the flow of the offensive line. He's using his length, and this is where his length is going to save him So much in the NFL, right? He's using his length. He gets a little awkward when he has to kind of flow with the line a little bit. His feet aren't the greatest. But since he's so damn long, he's beat here. He's beat. And maybe Miles is like, his dip is small enough to be able to get under that and be able to take advantage of it. But 99.5% of edges can't dip and take advantage. So he gets to recover. And the only reason he recovers is because he's so damn long. Same thing here. Look at the feet there. Now that's what you want to see from Dawand. Look at the feet. Look at the get off here. 1, 2, 3. I ain't turning. And then what happens here? Powerful punch. If Dawand Jones' feet in other aspects of his game are as comfortable as he is when he can just get into a good kick slide, if he could do that in the run blocking area, if he could do that more in these kind of a slide offensive line areas, like if he can just be more comfortable with his feet like he is in this play, there's nothing stopping him. Because look at Bryce Huff is a good NFL player. He can't do nothing with them. Look, he got the position right here. Bryce Huff has to come into his chest, and then he waits for the punch, punches in the right place, punches at the right time, stays powerful, and just walls him. Dawand Jones. When he moves like that, he's Dawand Jones. Ain't nothing moving him. Look at that. That's beautiful. Let's watch it in regular motion so you can see how clean he's getting off. Boom, boom, boom. Clean. James Hudson probably is one of the more athletic tackles on the team. And he's almost right there with them. And James Hudson's a good, good 50, 60 pounds lighter. You see that kick step, slide, got the body there. If Dawand Jones can be more consistent like that, whew, the ceiling is the roof. The ceiling is the roof. Another one where he has good feet, good kick, stays in front, punches just a little early here. Now he punches late, but still just big enough to just claw him. You know what I mean? Like he's just a big bear. That's where that length allows you to be late or early with your punches. Good rep there by Jordan. Let's look at the other side too. Let's show James Hudson some love here because he dealt with the spin there. James's feet is good. Look at this right here. One, get that. Look at that step. Look at that. Look at all this space he could cover right here with that one step. That's great. All right, so James, good step. He knows he's dealing with the speed rusher. He stays balanced. He stays powerful. He tries that spin and a great punch here. Boom, right here, armpit, anchor. Push him back. There we go. This is where you can tell, man, they're well coached. These offensive linemen for the Browns are well coached. Look at this. Just, it's like basketball almost, right? Like James Hudson's almost guarding a basketball player here. He's staying in front. He tries to spin, get that arm in the armpit, kick that leg out, stay side. Bam, anchor, drop it. Push him. Good stuff. All right, here's Dawand Jones just completely like he helped the center, I think. Yeah, I think no. He just took the center. He took the guard. Well, not the guard, the D tackle. And look, watch how he just never moves. It's crazy. Look at that, eh? Look at that. This is insane. Just that man never moves. That is a fully grown defensive tackle in the NFL. And Dawand Jones just puts a hand on him. The man can't do nothing. He's got to be careful though, because he be letting his hands get a little high. It's going to get him a face mask or two. Now, again, this is why I said Dawand could be a little awkward in space. Let's look at Dawand here. Big 74 on this screen. This tight end screen to Mitchell Payton. And you see how he ends up in awkward spots in space. He's not the greatest timer of his punches. And he's not the most aware of his feet all the time. And I think that combination, that's going to take him some time to improve in the NFL. At Ohio State, that didn't matter. In the NFL, even in the Hall of Fame game, that's going to matter. That's going to matter. It's another rep by Dawand. It's a good kick slide in. Goes up against Bryce Huff, and then again, just locks him out. Pass protection, I'm going to be honest, I think Dawand Jones could play in an NFL game right now. Especially when his feet moving like this. Look, Bryce Huff slaps his hand away. It doesn't matter because he's so big and strong and he can't do nothing. Bear hug. Again, you want him to be a little bit more aware of where he is on the field. This is bonus stuff, right? You would like him here, right here at this point. Instead of like continuing to give ground slowly, you would like to see him attempt to drop the anchor a little bit so he doesn't keep getting pushed back into his quarterback. That's something he'll learn with experience, right? And then look, he's kind of unaware of where he is or where the quarterback is, which is fine. Like this play is going so long. And it's really only a problem because Dawand's so damn big that he's going to be in the way. But yeah, see, he uses his length that pushes him back, and then he almost hits Kellen Mond while he's trying to throw the ball. It's another one where he's up against Bryce Huff, and look at the length here. Bryce Huff is trying everything he can to get in his chest, and then just Dawand's just too long, too strong. Too long, too strong. And that's the story of Dawand Jones. Too long, too strong, and the one worry you have with him, or the one worry a lot of people had with him coming out the draft, was his feet. People were worried that his feet weren't where they needed to be in the NFL. And I can see where those concerns are, especially when he's out in space. He doesn't seem like the greatest athlete in space. So when you pull him, when you do these screens with him, he gets in awkward positions and he kind of gets in the way. That can be fixed to a point, but I think he's just never going to be the best screen blocker that you're going to have on your team. He's just not built that way. But as a pass protector, I think he has a ton of potential. As a run blocker on the opposite side, so you might not run behind Dawand Jones, but you might pull Dawand Jones into an area to get him to the second level. I think he has some potential. And as a pass protector, there is immense potential there for him as a pass protector, obviously. But also the floor is pretty damn high for him. Like he could step into a game and be a pretty damn good tackle in the NFL. Yeah, maybe a Miles could take advantage of him. Maybe a TJ Watt could take advantage of him. But just the natural gifts he has, and he's a little bit more skilled than I think people assume. I think the ceiling is the roof for him. So that's my thoughts on this. That's my film breakdown for the first part. Make sure you subscribe so you can see when I drop more film breakdowns. But y'all have a great day. Have a good night.